Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. Om. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्। अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा च यद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम्। लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुल्लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यां तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session with little bit of Sanskrit and little bit of Gita. Our journey continues forward today. Without wasting any time, let's dive into the next chapter, chapter number 8, which talks about Akshara Brahma. Akshara means to perish. Akshara, one which doesn't kshara. Kshara, akshara. That means one which doesn't perish. One which is always there. So we are going to dive in deeper into the topic. We had seen this Mahavakya from Chandogya Upanishad, Tattvamasi. Tvam Padartha we saw in first 6 chapters. Tvam, that is us, what we are. How we are in messed up with Shoka. And Tat Padartha is that Brahman, that Paramatma. So now the next 6 chapters, that means from 7 to 12. So this 8 comes in that between, that it is talking in more details about that Tatpada. That Tatpada is imperishable. A journey of a jiva has to evolve, actually. Means our life should evolve. How? Right now we have happiness in smaller things. And we should have an inclination to have happiness in bigger things. Means what? As a school-going girl, I was playing with my doll. And now as a college-going girl, I've got some other toy. And as a married girl, I have something else. And as a mother, I have got something, another toy. So I'm leaving the lower, I'm going on a higher. Is that all? It's and we can take it as example, because whatever we are holding is all perishable. Now we don't even know where that doll is. We don't even know what other toy we had picked on the way, where it is. But it was very dear to us at those point of time in our lives. But they were all perishable objects. And we always sought happiness in perishable objects only. So our evolving, and so we left a doll, we got hold on, so the doll is no more. We left that, we probably hold some gadget, and that is no more. Then probably from gadget to a house, to a car, to whatever, to career, something which we have dropped lower and we have held higher, but that higher has always been a perishable thing. So what happened? So our happiness was perishable along with it. This finished and then we went high. So I got lot of happiness when whatever that iPhone, now what is going on, 17, 16, whatever. Well, got lot of happiness. But when the next model is coming, then that happiness is not there. Something is chara, always is chara. When we are seeking unlimited happiness from a limited object, that's not going to be possible anytime. This much we should have by now understood. Unlimited happiness we want, we will have to hold on to something which is akshara, not perishable. Something which is finite will give finite joy. Something which is infinite can only give us infinite joy. All of us are seeking happiness, but our search is limited to only the Shara area. We don't know that higher. So our evolve, we will have to know that this is, we should somewhere inside us realize that No, my search was wrong direction. I got happiness. I'm happy in life. I'm successful. Everything is fine. But now I don't want to keep chasing something that is perishable. So the seed of this chapter was in the last verse of that seventh chapter. And that's how this chapter begins with the questions on what Lord said. So Arjuna is going to start this chapter. Hey, wait a minute. What did you say? You have thrown up so many new terms and terminologies to me. I want to know all about it. So the first two verses are those questions on the terminologies which Lord has used in the last two verses of the last chapter. So we'll begin the chapter, we'll dive in further, and as it unfolds, let us figure out where are we going wrong, where to search our happiness, and why is it necessary to search our happiness? Anybody has an answer? Why? Why do we need to search happiness? Why? Anybody has an answer?
Dr. Varshaji.
Hariom ji.
As you said, we are all searching for happiness. That's a human life's goal. You're doing everything to be happy. But have you earlier explained where we are looking for happiness is not the right place? Happiness is all inside you. That's how God made us. That we are supposed to be happy. We are, Anandam itself. But since we have got a lot of cover dust of all these our karmas, we don't realize that. And therefore, we think happiness is here. And we do get happiness. But as you explained just now, it's all temporary. It's still the time I get something better than that. So that we keep on searching because we got something, then we saw something more, then we go running after that. And just we keep on doing that.
Yes.
That's what I think, man.
Yeah. So the question is, why are we searching happiness? Why are we searching happiness? Anybody can answer. Just unmute yourself and answer.
Because we do not know that we have happiness inside us. That is
We
why
have
we are,
happiness inside us. We should have been happy.
but it has been covered by so many other things which
But
came
then
in.
why is the need to search it? Why are we looking for happiness?
Because what all we have got till now, they were not permanent.
Yeah, but why are we searching? Why are we going, okay, I want Mercedes, I want big house, I want good husband, I want. Why are we searching it in the first place? What is the need of fulfilling the desire and becoming happy, whether gadget, doll, house, car, spouse, children? The basic question is why? Because everybody is doing, so are we doing. Everybody is working 9 to 5, so I have to work. Everybody is earning money, so I have to earn. I should not. What is that? FOMO, fear of missing
We
out.
are bliss ourselves. That's why we are searching for bliss.
Sorry?
We are bliss ourselves. That's why we are
Yes.
searching.
This is the answer I was looking for.
Say, I'm
We,
not well. I'm having some work in the house. I'll be in the non-video.
no problem. But this is the answer I was looking for. What is our nature? In that only we can be comfortable. Our nature is Ananda Swarup. We can be comfortable only in that. Anything else, we will be uncomfortable. My grandmother, who used to come yearly sometime to stay with us, my mother's mother, she'll be for 1 month or something. And then she'll say, I have to go back. So she'll come to Pune from Mangalore. I have to go back. We'll say, you're so happy over here. We are also happy. You can stay, no? Then she'll say in Konkani, Amgal Gora Amkasuka. Our house only will give us happiness. We can, she would feel comfortable living in her house. So this cannot, because this is her daughter's house. She can stay only so much time. But to feel free, she'll have to be at home. So coming home is happiness, means coming to our Swarupa is happiness. I can be in a class with one face. This is Varsha who is talking like this and on. If that is my always thing, then the class is also very fine only. But if I'm projecting something which I am not, then I have to come out of it and be comfortable. So something which we are not, and that when we try to, which is not our Swarupa, we tend to wriggle out of it and reach our home, reach our Swarupa. So Ananda is our nature, and that's why we are searching it like that musk in the deer's belly. The deer is smelling and it is going here and there, but wherever it's going to, its belly is coming along with it, the smell is coming along with it, not knowing the smell, the musk is inside its own belly and the smell is coming from there. Ananda is inside us only, but we are not knowing that, as Sumitaji said, it is covered for whatever so many reasons. So that's why this Ananda we are searching, but we are searching not in the infinite zone. So now that that path we are going to tread now. Okay. Let's start with the first verse, Radha Krishnan ji. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Athashtamodhyayaha.
Athashtamodhyayaha.
Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Arjuna Vacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Kim tad Brahma kimadhyatmam.
Kim tad Brahma kimadhyatmam.
Kinkarma Purushottama.
Kim karma purushottama.
Adhibhutancha kim proktam.
Adibhutancha kim proktam.
Adhidaivam kimuchyate.
Adidaivam kimuchyate.
Adhiyatyah katham kotra.
Adiyajna. Yeah, let me just take that. Adiyajna katam kotra.
Dehesmin madhusudana.
Tehesmin madhusudana.
Prayana kale cha katham.
Prayana kale cha katham.
Neyosi niyatatmabhihi.
Jnyosi niyadatmabhihi. Yeah. Arjuna uvacha. Kintat brahma kimadhyatmam. Kim karma purushottama. Adibhutancha kim proktam. Adidaivam kimuchyate. Adiyajna katham kotra. Dehesmin madhusudana. Prayana kale cha katham. Jnyosi niyadatmabhihi.
Thank you, Radha Krishnan ji. So let's do our Padacheda first. We did both the sloks together because it is questions and all terminologies Arjuna is asking. But let us see. Arjuna uvacha. Arjunaha uvacha. Visarga. Visargasya lopa has happened. When we say Arjuna uvacha, it is Arjunaha uvacha. Kim tad Brahma. Any sandhi is there?
Tad Brahma.
Anunasik.
Yeah.
No.
Ta has become
They
the.
are individual.
Tat
Correct.
Brahma.
Ta
Just
has
the
become the, yes, Jashatva.
Just
Ta
the
has become the Tat Brahma Kim. Kim adhyatmam, there is no sandhi over there. Kim adhyatmam only. Kim karma purushottama, as it is. Adhibhutan cha kim proktam. No sandhi over there. Adhidaivam kim uchyate. No sandhi over there. Okay.
Dr. Varshaji, I'm confused always. So
Yes.
Purush plus Uttam, that's not a Sandhi. It's an
No.
adjective for Purush, basically.
No, it is a Sambodhan word for Arjuna is asking Krishna, O Purushottama, what
Right.
is it?
Okay.
It's a Sambodhan.
Thank you.
And it would be Samas and not Sandhi. Okay. Then, second verse, Adhiyajnaha Katham. No Sandhi. Kotra. What happens there?
There is a Visarga Sandhi plus Purva Rupa.
Yes. Kaha Atra.
Atra.
Dehesmin. What happens there?
They as in Purva Rupa. Dehe Asmin.
Yes, Dehe plus Asmin. Madhusudana. Now he addresses him by another name. First was he addressed by Purushottama. These are Sambodhan. Prayana Kale Cha Katham Neyosi. Again that Purva Roop has happened.
Purva Rupa.
Neyaha plus Asi. Niyatatma Phihi. No Sandhi over there. So now let us see the Padartha. Kim, what? Tat Brahma. That Brahma is what? You are saying, no? Adhibhutam, everything is saying. Then, Kim Adhyatmam. What is that Adhyatma? Kim Karma. What is the karma? What is the action? O Purushottama, please tell me. Adhibhutam cha kim. What is the meaning of Adhibhutam? Adhibhutam cha kim proktam. You said Adhibhutam. What do you mean by Adhibhutam? Adhidaivam kim uchyate. What is said to be as Adhidaivata? Adhidaiva. Adhiyadnam katham. Kaha atra. So Adhiyadnyaha. Who? How? What is Adhiyatnya over here in this body? Dehesmin. Asmin dehe. Kaha. Katham. Atra. Adhiyatnyaha. In this body, what is meant? Who? What? In this body is Adhiyatnya. O Madhusudana, please tell me. And not only that, Prayana Kale, the time of going, when the body is discarded. Prayana Kale cha katham neyasi. How are you to be known? Neyosi, you to be known, neyahasi, at the time of going. Niyatatma bhihi. So when this niyatatma bhihi comes, it's plural of Tritiya Vachan. Tritiya Vibhakti, what I'm sorry. Bahuvachan of Tritiya Vibhakti. So when the Tritiya Vibhakti is there, instrumental case means by or with. Niyatatma bhi atma niyata. Those who are self-controlled people, how they are supposed to be knowing you at the time of Prayana Kala. How are you known? By the self-controlled people at the time of death. This is how exactly we can translate. By the Niyatatma bhis, by the self-controlled people, Neyaha asi, you are known. When? Prayana Kale, at the time of death. However. So these are Arjuna's questions. How did he come to these questions? We have to go back to the chapter 7. See? Jara marana mokshaya mamashritya yatanti ye te brahma tadviduh krutsnam adhyatmam karma chakhilam साधिभूताधिदैवं मां साधियज्ञं च ये विदुः प्रयाणकालेऽपि च मां ते विदुर्युक्तचेतसः. All these words are thrown by Krishna only, telling him. Suddenly new terminologies have come. Arjuna says, "Hey Krishna, wait a minute. What are you saying? There is something like this? Tell me about it first." So conversation is going on further. Arjuna has put the questions. Bhagwan is step by step going to answer all these questions, and that is all about this chapter 8. Okay.
That's
Now,
Ji, what does asi mean? Asi.
See, like how we have pathasi.
Okay.
Dhatu. So asa dhatus, this madhyam purush ekvachan.
And it means you are.
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
So without using the word you, so when I say pathasi, then means you study. But where have used the word you? No, it is when you say pathasi, it is coming in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
लिखसी, तुम लिखो, लेकिन तुम कहाँ यूज हुआ है? नहीं, वो जब लिखसी बोला है तब मतलब है कि आपको करना है. लिखा में मैं लिख रही हूँ. I am writing. Where is I? Where is am? Likha, I can't understand writing. When likha me I am saying, that means it's understood, I am writing. Likhasi means ununderstood, you are writing. Likhati means he, she, or anybody, third person is writing. So this asi, neyaha asi, how people are knowing you. These, by how you are known by the niyatatma, control, self-control people. Okay, asadhatu we have done. Anybody has it handy? Asadhatu. I had asked to write it because we had to learn it separately.
Asti stah stanti asi. I forgot. I can ask.
Stah santi asi stah sta. Asmi swaha smaha.
Asmi.
Yes. Is it there? Dhatu Rupavali? Is it there? Everybody? It should be there because we have written this separately. It's there. Arunji, aapko mila?
Yeah, bilkul. So as Radhakrishnan ji said, asti stah santi, that is Pratham Purush. Asi stah, which is Madhyam. Uttam is asmi swaha sama. So lat lakar.
Yes.
So I got
So
it.
that asi is coming over there. Dhatus, Madhyam Purush, Ekvachan. Okay.
I didn't see you, so that's why I was confused. That
Yes. It's like likhami means I am writing. Where is I? In that likhami word it is. Likhasi, you are writing. But where is you? And likhasi means you are writing.
Ji, thank you.
Okay. So now coming to the pronunciation. Sharab Brahma, because Bra is conjunct. So Aksharas R will have a stress. Kshara, so A is having Dvitva because Ksha is a conjunct. Ra is having Dvitva because Bra is a conjunct. Akshara Brahma Yoga. Okay, this is the name of the chapter. Then, Kin Tad Brahma, Anuswaras Nakara should happen. Kim Adhyatma Makara only will happen of. But King Karma, over there, Nakara should happen. First one is Nakara. Next one is Makara. And the third one is Nakara in Ganga, Kinkar. So we have to say with Anuswara rules, Adibhu Tancha Nyakara, Kim Proktam Makara, Adhidaivam Kimuchate, Nakara Kimuchate, Daivam Kimuchate. Adhiyadnya Kathankotra. We have to lift the Visarga and drop. Dehesmin Madhusudan, nothing prayana kale cha katham. It is a pada end, so katham only we will say neyosi niyatatma bihi as said is. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Athashtamo over there. Athashtamo, shakara, murdhani shakara, tha, mahaprana, all has to come together. Tha ashtamo, we should not say that A will go and join. Athashtamo will happen. We will have to remember this because while ending the chapter, it has to come together. Athashtamo dhyan. Okay. Then Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Arjuna Vacha. किं तद्ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं नेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः. Now let us hear the answers. Arunji. Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Aksharam Brahma Paramam.
Aksharam Brahma Paramam.
Svabhavodhyatmamuchyate.
Swabhavodhyatmamuchyate.
Bhutabhavodbhavakaraha.
Bhutabhavodbhavakaraha.
Visargah karma sannitaha.
Visargah karma sangitaha.
Sangino sannitaha.
Sanyetaha. Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Swabhavodhyatmamuchyate. Bhutabhavodhuvakarah. Visargahi karma sangita sangitaha.
Sannitaha.
Sannit karma sannitaha.
Visargah.
Visargah karma
Gaha should not
sannitaha.
to say gaha. Gah. Gah and not gaha.
Small. Okay. Visargah.
Correct.
Keep it short, right? Visargah karma sannitaha.
Yes, correct. Good. So let's do the Padacheda of this first. Aksharam as it is. Brahma as it is. Paramam as it is. What happens over there? Svabhavodhyatma uchyate.
So this would be Swabhavaha plus
Hmm.
Adhyatma Muchyate. It's a Visarg Purav.
Correct. Adhyatma uchyate. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaro. What happens over there?
So this would become Bhuta Bhava plus Udbhakaraha. And the first one is Yan, the other one is Visarg.
Yeah, but bhavodbhavakaraha, we will not separate it. Bhuta bhavodbhavakara, we'll keep it as one word. We'll take it as samas and not sandhi. So karo will become karaha. That is a sandhi.
Okay.
Visarga, sir. Then visargaha karma sanknitaha as it is. Okay. Now let us see the padarthaha. Aksharam. So that's the name of the chapter where we got this aksharam. That which is not perishable, that is Brahma, and that is supreme. So what is Akshara? Brahma is Akshara, and that is Param. That is supreme. Svabhavaha adhyatmam uchyate. Svabhavaha, his nature, that essential nature, that is called as adhyatma. Adhyatma, self-knowledge, essential nature. Swabhava is adhyatma. Then bhuta bhava udbhava. Bhuta bhavodbhavaha karaha. That is visargaha. Visargaha is generation, that creation. That is known as karma. So the creative force, which is bhuta bhavaha udbhavakara, which is making all the beings to udbhavakaraha, to create all the beings. That is called as karma. So what is karma? Karma is a creative force which generates bhutas. You can say it like that. So 3 questions are answered. What is Brahma? What is Svabhava? And what is karma? Shri Bhagavanuvāca Aksharam Brahma Paramam Svabhāvodhyātmamuchyate Bhuta Bhāvodbhavakaraha Visargah Karma Samnitaha. Sumita ji.
Guruji, what is Bhuta Bhavodbhavakara? It is not the past tense, right? Here, Bhuta,
No. Bhuta is beings.
beings.
Bhuta Bhavaha Udbhavakaraha, which is generating, which is creating the bhutas. Which is
And
creating the
Bhavodbhavakara is the emotion.
Bhuta Bhava. No. So Bhuta Bhava is who is making the beings. Bhuta Bhava is one word which we'll have to take. You will chant. Anyways, you have unmuted, right?
Yes.
Sumati and Sumita, right? It is. So it is. Both are Sumati.
Sri Devi. Amit Boda is seen as
Okay. Why I was thinking for you, one is Sumita and one is Sumati. Like that I was thinking. I don't know from where your name is stuck to me as Sridevi. I have written saved your WhatsApp number as Sridevi, but while I'm calling you as Sumati and her Sumati. Okay, anyways, you have unmuted. Please continue. Adhibhutang ksharo bhavaha.
Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha.
Sorry. Purushaschaधिदैवतम्.
Purushaschaधिदैvatam.
Adhiyajñohamevatra.
Adhiyajñohamevatra.
Dehe dehabhrutam vara.
Dehe dehabhrutam vara. Vara. Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha. Purushaschaधिदैवतम्. Adhiyajñohamevatra. Dehe dehabhrutam vara.
Let's now do the Padacheda. Adhibhutam as it is. Ksharo, ksharaha. Visarga. Bhavaha as it is. Purushaschaधिदैवtam. What happens over there?
Purushah cha adhidaivatam.
Correct. Say the sandhis.
Visarga becoming shakara. Cha adhidaivam dirgha sandhi.
Savarna dirgha sandhi. Savarna dirgha sandhi. Correct. Adhiyajñohamevatra. What happens over there?
Adhiyajñah aham eva atra.
Sandhi names.
Visarga purvarupa. Aham eva, there is suggest join. Eva atra. That is again savarna dirgha.
Savarna dirgha evatra. Dehe deha bhritambara, as it is. Okay. Adhibhutam. Adhibhutam Ksharaha Bhavaha. So that Bhuta Bhavaha, no? Now again over here. Ksharaha Bhavaha. So Adhibhuta means that which is Ksharaha. Adhibhutas means whatever is the perishable nature of the Lord is Adhibhuta.
That is body.
Yeah, anything, whatever is perishable nature, those are called Adhibhuta. Purushaha cha Adhidaivatam. Purushaha is not man. Purishete iti Purushaha. In this body, who is the dweller, that is Purushaha. So that is Adhidaivatam. That divine form that is residing, by which I am alive, right? There is a Daivata, indweller. There is this Purusha who is staying in me. That is Adhidaivata. So Adhibhuta is perishable. Adhidaiva is not perishable. The one who is in the indweller of the body is Adhidaiva. Adhiyajnaha. Adhiyajnaha aham. I am only Adhiyajna. Dehe deha bhritambara. In that body, atra, in this body, deha bhritam, the one who is holding of the body, or who is having the body, Vara he is addressing to Arjuna. O Vara, O noblest one. The one who are in that body, who is embodied, that Adhiyajna, I am only the one as Adhiyajna over there. So now we got, in the first one, we got Brahma, Swabhava, and Karma. Now what we are getting? Adhibhuta, Adhidaivata, Adhiyatya. Okay. Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha purushascha-adhidaivatam adhiyajnyohame vatra dehe deha bhritam vara. Sumati ji, Sumita ji, oh, again I'm. Antakale cha mameva.
अन्तकाले च मामेव
Maranmuktva kalevaram.
स्मरन्मुक्त्वा कलेवरम्
Yah prayati samadbhavam.
यः प्रयाति समद्भावम्
Prayati, not to do. Yah prayati sa, tisa, because the is short.
यः प्रयाति समद्भावम्
Correct. Yati nastyatra samshayaha.
याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः
Correct.
अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन्मुक्त्वा कलेवरम् यः प्रयाति समद्भावम् याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः.
Correct. Very good. Now let's do the padacheda of this. Antakale, as it is, mameva is what?
Mam plus evam.
Mam
Evam.
plus eva. That's all. There is no sandhi. Mam plus eva. Smaran, muktva, nothing. No sandhi. Smaran and muktva. Kalevaram, as it is. Yaf, yaha, prayati. Sa is there, right? That is saha. Visarga's lope has happened over there. Saha. Madbhavam, as it is. Yati, over there. Nastyatra.
न प्लस अस्ति Atra.
Ganas.
Yeah, na plus asti plus atra. Now names of the sandhis.
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi and Yana Sandhi. Nasti Atra.
Yes, Yanasandhi. Ikara followed by akara, yakara comes. Yanasandhi. Na plus asti plus atra. Savarna and yan. Samshayaha as it is.
Would you call Mad Bhavam just a Santi? Mat plus Bhavam, or is it just one?
We have to take it as one word only, mad bhavam. We can't break it over there.
Yeah.
My nature. My being.
So after we break it, Dr. Varshaji, we'll call it Mad Bhavam or Mat Bhavam?
No, we can't
With
break
or
it
with-
because it is samasa. It is not a sandhi.
Okay, so we just call the whole word as Mad Bhavam.
As mad bhavam, yeah. Antakale. So saptami. At the time of death. Mam eva. To me only. Smaran. Smaran is that continuous. ing. Pathan. Gachan. Aham gacchamasmi. I'm going. Pathanasmi. I'm studying. Smaran. Remembering. Kale. Muktva. Tvantavya. Muktva. Leaving the body. Where is body? Kalevaram. Kalevaram is body. Antakale. Mam smaran kalevaram muktva. Then mameva smaran. Only me. Then what happens? Yaha, that person who prayati. Prayati is onward journey. Who is going. Saha, he, madbhavam, my being. Yati, becomes. Na asti atra samshayaha. Over here, there is no doubt. Atra, over here, samshayaha na asti. There is no doubt. At the time of that body is being dropped, or who is leaving that body by remembering me, no doubt over here, he will become me. No doubt over here. So it's easy, you know, whole life have fun. And then at the time of then just remember that.
No,
No, it's not easy.
you won't
We
remember at
can
that time.
only do, we won't remember. We can do only that thing which we are habituated to do. So if we are habituated for the things, at the time of death, we will remember those things. If we are habituated of people, at the time of death, we will remember that. And we have no guarantee at the time of death, how is the sthiti of our mind and buddhi. If we have trained the mind and buddhi for death, we can do that only. If we have lived haphazard life, the death also will be haphazard. We will just return to our original nature. If we have trained ourselves like that old man who had heard this verse, so all his 4 sons, one businessman he was. One is Narayana, one is Vishnu, one is Rama, one is Krishna. Somehow I will call only them. Whole life. But he was a very miserly businessman. Now he is at the time of the death. So is Narayana? Yes. Rama? Yes. Krishna? Yes. Everybody is over there in and around him. Eh? All of you are over here, then who's in the shop? That time the body is done. He dies. So he can remember only his shop at the time of death. So it is not so easy. That, okay, you've called everybody and no, at that time. So if it was so, then everybody can just say Narayana at the time of death, right? That it doesn't come that time. My father used
We should be lucky enough to be an Ajamila.
yeah. My father was very strict. He was a businessman and he was his guru's follower. Morning 1.5 hour puja. He'll come home for lunch. Again, he will have a small lighting lamp. Night, he will come from his, again, he will sit at the altar. And he will force us also to pray. Every Sunday, we have to sit 4 to 6 for some bhajan and some discourse and some. Every day, we have to do Aarti and chant Lalita Shtottara and do Mahamantra Japa, which his guru had to. And we have to do the Aarti. And we just didn't like doing it. So we did. And whole life went in scolding us to do this. And whole of our life, we were running away from it. Okay, we didn't do anything. We means 3 of us. My elder brother, me in the middle, and my younger sister. So, 8 o'clock or something. Am I audible? Hariom, am I audible?
Varsha ji, you were frozen.
Hariom. Yes,
Please repeat.
my connection went because the power went over here. Am I audible now?
Yeah, please repeat.
Yes, yeah.
What you
So
were
what?
saying.
Yeah. So like this, the whole life we got scoldings anyway. So I was saying that he would come around 8:30. We are supposed to pray from 7 o'clock to 7:30, and he would go by his bullet. So somewhere in the distance, we will hear the bullet. My brother will ask me, Varsha, did you do the arti? I will ask Anu, my sister, Anu, did you do the arti? Anu will say, oh, Bhaiya, you didn't do. I thought you would do. So 3 of us have not done. Run quickly up, do the arti and keep it, and again blow it off because it was supposed to be done that time, right? And around that time, mother will see, you all have not chanted. I'm going to tell father today, you all are not doing it. And that was only a threat. She has never told him that we have not done, that we did this, that we have to somehow do the arti. And we spent like that. Then Sundays and all, we had to chant this Lalita Sahasranam, we had to do the bhajan and all. And in the Guru's ashram, ladies sit one side, men sit one side. Okay. So bhajan and all was tolerable for us. 4 to 5 bhajan. 5 to 5:45 is the pravachan. And then namasmaran for 10 minutes, the chanting of the japa of Mahamantra, and 5 minutes arti. That's the every Sunday. So bhajan was tolerable for us. When that pravachan would start, it would be so boring. And we were, because we are kids, huh? 3rd standard, 2nd standard, 4th standard, 5th standard, whole school like that only. So we were allowed to go out, not forced to sit. So we'll ask, Ma, now we'll go out. We'll ask, we want to go out and play. But other satsangis whose kids are coming, now from beginning they're playing out only. The 2nd standard, 3rd standard, 5th standard, all are playing out only. We have to sit for bhajan. And during pravachan, we are allowed to go. But when the Mahamantra starts, you have to come in. Otherwise, we had it. But other kids, whether they come in for Aarti also or not, nobody is while coming, they are dropped out only. While going from outside only, they are taken. We are seeing this throughout our childhood. And then we'll look at Amma. We'll go. Amma is like this. Means ask father. Father is where? Father is in the men's section. So we'll be looking at him for an eye contact. He will purposefully not give us eye contact because he knows now pravachan has started. So we'll be asking that, can we play? Means we are not have to open up with the sign. So he will hold us for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Those would be like the longest, boring and angry time for us. All parents are allowing kids. We are not allowed. And then slowly he'll open the eyes, look at us, and he'll do like this. And then we'll so happily run out. Play, because 45 minutes now, already 10 minutes he has taken to look at us. And play, but here is inside, when Mahamantra is starting, we have to go in and we have to leave other kids, other satsangi kids, and to go. Do our kenda. Whole life went like this. May month, Guru's ashram is in Mangalore. grandmother is also over there. We would like to be in grandmother's house because there will be so many kids, everybody's kids. There's like 10, 20, 25 kids in a big house. But in the middle of that, we will be taken and we have to serve in the ashram and we have to go and live over there for 2, 3 days, sometimes a week. And we would like that. Ashram rules are very strict. You have to get up at this, you will get this much. When the canteen bell rings, you have to quietly go. Nobody should talk, go in line, sit over there quiet. Very strict ashram. And you cannot talk. And when you talk, you have to talk like this, not in the canteen area, somewhere, anywhere else, other time. Like this, but we have to live over there. As a kid, a school kid. And then, so Lalita Sahasranam chanting, this all is happening. So as a kid, like this, the life is, now we know the impact. My father's death. So the story is coming over here. My father was very sick. After my mother passed away, he had to live, unfortunately, for so long. So he was deteriorating. Very strong, strict man. We saw him crumble. There was one Amavasi night, and his condition was very bad. So we thought we'll do a lot of chanting, Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, and all. Now we are grown up. We have been working. Everything is. He was unconscious. And he had no sense of anything. The moment we started Lalita Sahasranam, in his unconscious state, his lips are moving and he's chanting Lalita Sahasranam. How? Whole life he has chanted. And he has made us chant. We are sitting with the books in hand. His lips are moving. And he has chanted even in that state where he has no other thing. I have seen him so peaceful. He had so many fractures, this fracture, that fracture, couldn't move this up. You ask him anytime, how are you? Me uttama hai, I am fantastic. He will smile and say. I never heard from his mouth, oh, this is paining, what is this life, how many more days to live, why God is not taking me. I've never heard him say that. He had a longest span on bed. He was out of his mind towards the end. He would not remember anything. He will remember his prayers and he would chant. I've seen that with my eyes. Nothing he will remember where he is, what it. Sometimes he'll ask, oh, when did she go? Who? His mother. His wife means my mother. Means when did she pass? He will simply ask one day, oh, she's not around to give him maybe tea or coffee. But she has passed long back, 10, 15 years. So he's lived that much without her. But he will means he will not remember anything. But his prayers he will remember. What he did throughout his life, he remembered only that. Everything else he had forgotten. And he remembered our names sometimes. If we go and stand in front of him, not out of looks, but moment we ask, how are you? You know who am I? Of course I know you are my daughter, Varsha. But if you just simply go and stand and not open mouth, he would may or may not recognize from the sight. Everything else in life was forgotten except his prayers. He remembered. So content. I've seen that smile. It never showed any pain. Though the body was in lot of pain. It was so, means I have seen that with my eyes. A person who has realized him, he doesn't care how the body is. That person lives in different realm. And from his mouth, Bhagwan's name is not forgotten anytime. It just comes on the tongue, even if body is unconscious. That I can guarantee because I saw that. So if we do whole life, we will, means there was nothing else in his life. He was not attracted to anything else. The business was probably handed over to him by his father, and that was a source of living he did. But there also there was puja. Every Thursday, Datta is, I don't know whether you all know, the three-faced Lord with the dogs. Datta Maharaj, where Brahma, Vishnu, and in Maharashtra, that Bhagwan is praised. Thursday, it's there. Saturday is for Maruti, and then Shani Dev, and Monday is here and there. In the shop also, in and around he would go. And this Thursday, one dog would come to take the prasad, because Datta Maharaj's prasad, he will put pedhas on Thursday. Saturday, there is a different, some putana, the rice things and all will be there. This sugar things will be there. But one dog will come at 7 in the evening when he is doing his aarti in the shop. In his business place also he did this. And this dog will come, wait out of his cabin. God alone knows how the dog used to know that this is Thursday and this is 7 p.m. when the time of, and he will eat his peda and he will go. And he would come only on Thursday. And he will come only at 7 o'clock. And no other time the dog is seen. So I have seen this happening. So the point over here is Yav Prayati and Smaranukpa. He has left the body chanting Lord's name only. He has left like that. So Yav Prayati Madbham na asti atra samshaya. This guarantee. I have seen how a person could be such a terror, and whole our childhood has gone in such a terror. But at the time of death, that was a completely different personality. I've seen that, but that meant only nice, and probably because of those childhood impressions, studying this becomes easy now. The Sanskrit became easier. The verses came easily. The discipline came easily. That time we didn't like it, but it came. So sometimes what parents say, we realized it very late. So I'm telling, between till our 10th standard, the first 15 years of life, we were like this. How my father left the body and how peaceful he was. But we complain so easily. Nevertheless, this was just one experience that I felt to mention, because it's been seen. Somebody's, if we see now, wo Mahatma hi hai. So it is possible. But when we see it in our own, no? When it is in vicinity, that it's possible. Okay, let's do that first. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah. I think we'll stop over here. We deviated so much, no, for this verse. Never mind, Bhagwan wants it that way, we will do it that way.
But this was very inspiring, Dr. This is very inspiring because you understand, what you were doing is similar. I mean, it's an example we just read in books, but here is a live example that whatever you remember your life, you would only remember that at the end,
Yes.
So thank you for sharing.
Thank you. And how much we hated to be in satsang, we never liked it.
All
And we
kids
would
are
be
like that.
waiting for that one eye contact to ask
Yeah.
him like this, and he should say like this, that one slide, and he would purposefully hold us and then run out and play with other kids.
No. Yeah, that's children's
But
nature.
it completely changed. Now you yearn for satsang, you want to chant, and you want to do, you want. But that was not the case in the childhood. How we used to run up to light aarti and we'll fool my father. I'm sure he knew, because it would be hot somewhere. And he probably, never scolded,
Just ignore.
and he just neglected. I'm thinking later, but that time we would feel, we did it. We have done, and then we come down and sit as if we have done the chanting, and then we have done all sorts of things. I don't know how, but that time none of this was attractive, but now it has come. Okay, so let's end today's session and continue from verse number 6 in the next. Chapter is small, so probably we should finish it soon. But very interesting. And those who are keen in memorizing, start memorizing the verses. By next week, 5 verses would be easy, because these are straight answers, straight questions and straight answers. So if we memorize, we will know the answers very easily and straight in a concise manner. No need to remember big sentences. Okay. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु Hari Om everyone. Thank you for joining. See you all next time.
Thank you very much.
Hari Om, everyone.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari Om, Varsha ji.
Hari Om Ji.